But my husband, he's a great guy. You know, he went to a good college, has an amazing job. He's what you here would call a catch. I know this because his mother reminds me every day. And, you know, and he has a superpower. I shouldn't be so surprised because back in the day, he was a chess champion. I know what you're all thinking, chess champion. Sexy. So his superpower is logic. Exactly. What do you do with logic? Maybe if you're stuck in an escape room someday. But otherwise, what do you do with logic? You know, it's as if I'm married to Clark Kent, who never becomes Superman. Like if a big bookshelf falls on my head, do I really need him explaining to me that I put too much stuff in it? Or if my check luggage is overweight at the airport, I need him pointing out that I took too many towels from the hotel? Nobody needs logic. And you know, when I first started doing this joke, he didn't like it. He's like, I don't like this joke. I said, but why? You are my Superman. He goes, how can I be Superman? They took out all the phone booths. Where will I change into the costume? By the way, what do you call an escape room in India? Arranged marriage. So my oldest is my daughter. She's a freshman this year at Stanford University. Thank you. So when she got in, immediately I called my mother-in-law. To flex. Like, wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you brag about this? And you know what she said to me, my mother-in-law? She said to me, how good can the college be if it's taking so many girls? You see, she is what you here would call a cunt. But I can't complain about her too much. Because without her, what would I get up here and say? What would I say? I would be like, I'm happy. I'm fine. I too have self-esteem. Let's face it, without her, I would have no act. But now my kid is in college and it's all about making friends. I was like, why? Make friends when you join Doctors Without Borders. And she's like, Mom, be serious. I have to make some friends. I said, okay, I'm going to give you the guidelines on who you can be friends with. You cannot be friends with any communications majors. No sociology, no geology, no anthropology. What even is that? Everybody's dead. No kids who play music, no kids who do drama, recruited athletes. Do I even need to say the words? And she's like, so I can't have any friends. I said, I didn't say that. Did I say that? No, right? I said, comp sci is good. Engineering, pre-med, basically all the Indian kids. And she's like, what if I meet an Indian kid who's an art major? I said, that doesn't exist. And if you meet that kid, get his mother's phone number. We might need to check on her. She might be about to jump in front of a train. So are we all familiar with the acronym STEM in education? We all know what it stands for? What does it stand for? Science, technology, engineering, math. So have you heard about the controversy surrounding this acronym? They want to add art to it. Because the artists are feeling excluded. And they want to make it STEAM. What are they trying to do to us? Do realize that if you add art to STEM, there will be no STEAM? Do they think that the guy who invented the steam engine ran a puppet show on the side? They think they can just disrupt the world order like that? How would they like it if we added a spelling bee to the NFL? But let me tell you about my 16-year-old son, so handsome. I can show you a photo afterwards if you want. My 16-year-old son recently started walking to school with a girl. So I follow them. And my husband's been so impressed with me. He's like, our son is walking to school with a white blonde girl. And you don't have a problem with that. I told him there's nothing to worry about. It's not like she's going to get into a good college. Whatever, cancel me, I don't care. Besides, the blondes don't even get that joke. Now, my daughter called me the other day and she's like, I just met a boy. I was like, why? You're born here, you don't need a green card. She's like, Mom, he's really nice. Nice? Who needs nice? We need rich. And she's like, Mom, hear me out. He's an engineering major. I said, okay, I'm listening. He's from Connecticut. Fine, go on. His mom is the head of development at HBO. I said, he's got potential. So I have a third kid. I forget about him sometimes. I don't know what to say about him. I don't really know him. I mean, the nanny says he's perfect. But in our house, we don't use the word nanny. We call her auntie. Because this way, she can sit in for us at parent-teacher conferences, at doctor appointments, at college graduations. But speaking of college, I have to tell you, I have uncovered the world's biggest scam. Did you guys know that in this country, the parents don't get to decide what the kid's gonna study? You all knew this? I really thought when my kid goes to college, I will call the college up. And I will say, Comp Sci 1, Comp Sci 2, go. She wants to have some fun. I understand that. Give her one class in chemistry. It does not work that way. They're so rude, they'd hang up on me. So I had to call my kid and ask her. I was like, what are you enrolled in? What are you studying? Are you guys ready for this? Ceramics. $80,000 to learn how to make clay pots. Do you know who else makes clay pots? Villagers in India. Because they have nothing else to do. My kid is in Palo Alto, the epicenter of technology, making clay pots. Why am I being punished, Ganesh? Do you know how bad something has to be when the nice white guy in the audience is like, oh no? And now I have an update on this situation, and you guys are going to think I'm making it up. I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. I just found out that she's required to take a class in wellness. So she's enrolled in meditation. which costs extra. While she's meditating, I'm gonna go have a stroke. I mean, I'm an immigrant parent in America. It's hard for me to raise my kids here. I'll tell you why. Because here, people like to do dangerous things just for fun. Just for the thrill of it. They like to go sliding down mountains, fall out of airplanes, dive into oceans, just for the thrill of it. Back home, when I wanted to experience the thrill, I drank tap water. Now, my son wants to go bungee jumping. Could you imagine? My son, my daughter, whatever. And I said, no, you can't go. And he goes, why not? My friend Scott went. Scott. He put a photo on Instagram. I said, Scott should go bungee jumping. Scott has a B in math. He has nowhere to go but up. You want to put a photo on Instagram, take a picture of your GPA. And you know, the other thing that has us immigrant parents really confused is this modern parenting trend in America right now. People trying to be friends with their kids. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah, right? I know brown people are like, what? No, it's a thing. It's a thing here. There are parents in this country right now telling their kids, don't worry about your grades. Don't worry about your job. You be happy. If you are happy, we are happy. Don't worry, be happy. Who's heard that song? You've heard that song? That would never be an Indian song. Our song would be don't happy. Be worried. And there is so much to worry about. Let me share a statistic because I'm nothing if I don't have a statistic for you. Last year, 6 out of 8 spelling bee champions in America were Indian. Our community was devastated. They were like 75%. That's a C. A C is for chiropractor. That is not a doctor. And you know, when I make these jokes, people ask me, they're like, how can you be so strict and old-fashioned? You're a comedian. Yeah, but my kids don't know I do this. I leave my house in scrubs. My LinkedIn profile says Mount Sinai. Okay, I was kidding about that. They do know what I do, and it's all because of Zoom. The last few years, I did a lot of shows on Zoom. How many people here are still working on Zoom? A little bit, right? At least a little bit. Zoom was good in the beginning, right? Like you wore your nice shirt, you combed your hair, you look good. Then a few months into it, you took a little bite on the side. Then a few more months, a little drinky. Now we're like, I'm just gonna take a shower. Just keep the door open. So I did a lot of shows for Indian families, Indian events, and in those shows, I would have a lot of Indian uncles. Now, in America, we've heard a lot about Indian aunties. But can we take a minute and talk about Indian uncles? Yes? So this is how the Zoom would open up with like 100 little windows and all these Indian uncles in them looking at me like this. As if to say, who is this woman and why is she talking? And then while I was doing my set, the chat room would be fired up. You know, the chat room that we could all read, including me. She's not funny. That's not funny. Okay, maybe she's a little funny. Yeah. No, you can imagine these Indian uncles, right, walking around with their hands behind their back, belly protruding out, as if they're all doing hospital rounds. But really, they're just at a garage sale. And if you go to dinner with an Indian uncle and tip 20%, they lose their minds. They're like, oh, no one told me I'm having dinner with Bill Gates. So I make fun of Indian guys, but the truth is they're great guys. Good fathers, great husbands, great providers. You'll never see them dunking a basketball. But they all bought Google at the right time. No, not my husband. No, my husband bought Dell. Because, you know, who needs money? And the Indian aunties are not off the hook. No. Kids here think they have it bad. They complain about things like, they're like, oh, I grew up in a rough neighborhood. Greenwich. I didn't belong. She was mean to me. What, do you know where I grew up? In India. With Indian people. I wish I had white bullies. I had scary Indian aunties. This used to be my birthday. Come, beta. Pinching cheeks until the blood clots. Who is 16 today? And fat? And single? Happy birthday! And it's not like I could say to her, who is 58 today? And fatter than me? But I didn't want to die. And now that I'm an Indian auntie, by the way, shout out to all my Indian aunties. Out here, online, at home, because of you guys, I'm here today. So my aunties will understand this, right? When we hang out at dinner parties, the kids all assume we're talking about them. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the one auntie who wasn't invited. And the kids here are so delicate. My 16-year-old son, so handsome. He recently asked me, he's like, Mom, are you proud of me? I was like, proud of you? Why? And he goes, because I get good grades. I said, you get good grades because we make you study. We get you tutors. We feed you almonds. You should be proud of us. You're an Indian kid who gets good grades. That's like a Russian mom being proud that her kid is a figure skater. Right now, the best I can give you is that I'm not embarrassed by you. And these kids, they have no street smarts. Like, you know, they come to me for help with their homework, and I'm like, I don't know anything, Google it. And then he'll be like, Mom, but I have to show the work. My math teacher wants to see the work. I'm like, okay, Google fake work. And my daughter, little Miss Stanford, overheard this interaction once. And she's like, Mom, how is it that you went to law school and you don't know anything? I said, I do know something. You have a right to remain silent. Use it. The truth is that my youngest, my third, is actually the smartest of my three. I just don't have the heart to break it to him that by the time he goes to college, there's going to be no money left. I mean, I drop hints. I tell him, I'm like, you know what's a great university? DeVry. And my husband, he thinks he's a comedian now. He's like, by the time he goes to college, we're going to have no money left. You know what's a great place to retire? Flushing. No, so I've been married, a long time, and people ask me, what's the secret to my long marriage? We have a secret. It's that we have an understanding. If we separate, he has to take the kids. But I have to keep his mother. So what's the point? And sometimes we fight. I tell him, go take the kids. One has a tennis tournament and another has a chess game at the same time. Figure that out, Mr. Logic Man. And one has a peanut allergy. I'm not telling you which one. I get asked if I was arranged. I wasn't, but my sister was. And sometimes I'm jealous because she has a 15,000 square foot house, a private plane, true story, and a dead mother-in-law. The funny thing about arranged marriages is that they almost always seem to work out. Like my friend Kanika likes to tell her story. She's like, you think your mother-in-law is bad. So it turns out that 20 years ago when she was getting arranged, her husband didn't want to marry her. He didn't like her. But his mother put her foot down. And she said, no, you can't back out now. This match is made. We rented the elephant. But in a few years, if you still don't like the girl, you can always set her on fire. Oh, relax. They learn to love each other. It even became an inside joke. They argue like all couples, and he says, shall I get the matches? And she says, first you'll have to find the kitchen. So I met my husband online 25 years ago. Yeah, not the way you guys meet today. Like, nobody asked you up. Nobody asked, what are your hobbies and passions? Like, if he has a job, there should be no passions. Back then, there were only 2 genders to choose from. And if somebody asked, what's my orientation? I said, my apartment faces south. One time, somebody asked me if I was bi-curious. I said, what are you buying? I'm curious. We were so naive, we acted as if there was a matchmaker, even though there wasn't. Like, he asked me if I could cook. I said, can you show me your tax returns? He said, can you bring some dowry? I said, can I interest you in some Bed Bath & Beyond coupons? So in a way, we arranged ourselves, and that didn't go over well back home. Like, his mom was pissed off, my dad was upset. So, match made in heaven. Neither side of the family spoke to the other side for a long time. We refer to that as the honeymoon period. And the thing is that I don't know what's better, being arranged, falling in love, meeting online, but I do know that Americans are too obsessed with romance. Like, on this one thing, the bar is set so high. In education, so low. Like, happily ever after? Absolutely. Calculus? You did your best. Enough with the fairy tales and the happily ever after. We don't even want that. We don't want happily ever after. We just want a 1600 on the SAT and an eyebrow threading lady who won't quit on us. The aunties love that, right? Eyebrow threading. That's a real crisis where somebody fix it. Somebody watching this fix this. See, we didn't grow up hearing things like sweet dreams. We grew up hearing make money in your dreams. And I got curious. I was like, is this just an Indian thing? So one time I asked a Chinese mom. I said, Chinese mom, do you say sweet dreams to your kids? And she looked at me and she said, what is a dream? See, us immigrants, we're all the same. We're practical people. We're so practical that my daughter once asked me, she's like, Mom, do Indian people even love each other? She's like, I never see you guys hold hands or kissing. Do you even, you know? So I told her, I said, well, you are here? And why do you think we pay for so many tennis lessons? Have you ever seen us at a match? And Indian people only wrote the ultimate book on sex. To which she responded, we wrote 50 Shades of Grey. No, we're practical people. We've never even had a candlelight dinner. Why would we? We came to America for the electricity. But I love it here now. Everything Indian is hot right now in America. Have you guys realized that? Like Ayurveda, turmeric, living with your parents. Here, people bend over backwards to accommodate me. Sometimes I have to tell them, relax, don't offer me chai tea. You don't know what it is. And putting a tea bag in apple cider is not chai tea. Besides, we came here so we could order from a list of 9 lukewarm coffee drinks that all taste the same. But don't invite me to meditate. I'm already going broke on meditation. And I have to tell them sometimes, I'm like, what do you think will happen when you go to India? You think you're going to get ice cubes? You think you're going to get ranch dressing? You think you're going to get a toilet seat? Where do you think you are? The Ritz-Carlton? You think you're going to get bike lanes? Bike lanes, they don't have car lanes. See, New Yorkers think they're so tough. I tell them, go to Calcutta for one day. New York will feel like a fun little village. And you know, whoever said it takes a village has never been to a village. I remember when I watched a brown comic for the first time, you know, one of these Indian-American kids born and raised here, and they were complaining about their overbearing, difficult-to-please parents. I realized, I was like, oh, I'm who they're talking about. You know, we have a nickname for these kids. We call them ABCDs. What does it stand for? American-born confused daisies. What it should stand for is always bitching and complaining dum-dums. Because God, they whine about everything. It's like, oh, our parents made us go to medical school. Yeah, we don't want you working for T-Mobile. We weren't allowed to go to summer camp. Yeah, and you weren't molested. We're not allowed to marry who waitress with the neck tattoo. And you didn't even agree to go on one date with my friend's daughter, Priya Kapadia. And these kids, they think we don't know anything. We're so old-fashioned. They have a nickname for us. They call us FOBs, which stands for Fresh Off the Boat. What it should stand for is full of Benjamins.